This will also help keep the boat cooler. That will keep the sun off. I can actually feel a difference when I touch the ceiling on the covered areas versus non-covered.
Doing last minute checks before the boat comes.
Yep. Take a look around one more time.
And the times that we walk, going through and through. In that moment I felt that I could go anywhere with you.
So, more preparations, getting the boat ready to go. I'm heading into town to gather some supplies. We need some like tarps and things like that to cover the dinghy from UV damage. Need some vinegar to wipe down the wood. I'm gonna take a dinghy ride. It's about like 6 or 7 miles, so it's a pretty good rip. Yeah, I'll take you guys with me. That's to cover the dinghy and keep the sun off. I got some rat traps and cockroach traps.
Back on the boat, I'm in deep cleaning mode. We're continuing to ready Calico Skies to be left here at beautiful Red Frog Marina while we visit the States for a while. With rainy season beginning, we've begun to prepare the boat for our upcoming cruising break, beginning with changing the oil on the generator, pickling the water maker, and removing mold so she'll be as fresh as possible when we return.
So I am going to take care of the dinghy now. I cleaned and waxed it the other day, just put some like extra UV protection on the hull, and also get any mold on there that could cause chafe or anything like that, any sort of debris. Now I'm going to flush the motor with fresh water. We don't normally do that, so we're always running water through, but I don't want to let salt crystals, sit in there for 4 months. Also, we're going to run all the fuel out of the carburetor, so the fuel doesn't jam up the carburetor in that motor. So I'm going to go drop the dinghy, and then I'm going to put on the foredeck, and we're going to put a tarp over it to further protect it from UV damage. Sun's the worst enemy, so yeah, it's going to take me probably a couple hours here, but that's the next mission. So first step is going to be to get the motor off the dinghy. I actually feel more secure of it that way too. I think, if things go missing here, the dinghy, it's because they're after the motor, not the actual inflatable dinghy. These motors are like the workhorse down here. The Yamaha 15 is pushing all the pangas and fishing boats, so it'll be better if it's locked on the boat. Okay, it's hanging up. I'm gonna just move it on. Alright, so dinghy's going up. Dripping sweat, it's so hot out right now. But yeah, I can take care of the last little bit here. Okay, so dinghy's on the bow. Now I just gotta build the outboard. Alright, now that I ran some fresh water through it, as you saw, I'm going to pull the fuel cord and let the carburetor run dry while we flush out water.
So I'm defrosting the fridge right now, well, the freezer, I guess, which is still pretty iced over. And after we do that, we're gonna clean the fridge out. And I've done a lot of cleaning in the galley. Yesterday these are broken. Yesterday I cleaned out in here and took everything out, all of our cups and stuff, and I cleaned down here. Same thing with this side, took everything out, cleaned, and I did this, Bill did that one. So yeah, I'm just kind of, right now I'm just getting behind the stair area and yeah, cleaning. What you doing there?
We're making some burgers, some gourmet burgers. We have some friends come over tonight, Delos, and we are just getting prepped up.
Might need more.
Okay, egg. So we had some garlic and onion here. We have some turkey meat, mince, and yeah, I'm gonna add some onion, garlic powder, maybe some Old Bay seasoning, hoisin sauce, barbecue sauce, everything, the works.
Barbecue?
Old Bay. Barbecue sauce.
Hi, Tachi. Sierra saying. Get in here.
Never mind.
I see you're doing it. She's like,
It's really good, Grace. Thank you. Thank you, Awesome.
Glad you like them.
How was yours, Will?
Very good.
I didn't read it. No, I didn't remember.
Smells good.
So I am preparing our last breakfast on the boat. I mean, I guess we have tomorrow morning, but we're probably not going to eat on the boat because we have our flights. Making bacon. We had one last pack of bacon, one rogue pack of bacon in the fridge. Gonna make some eggs. And today's going to be a really busy day. We've gotten a lot done, but the day before you leave, there's just a lot of things that we couldn't do before that we have to do now, so it's gonna be busy. So last day, what's on your list to do?
I have to clean the air conditioner strainer because we're using that for a dehumidifier, and it does kick on the compressor occasionally. I have to clean some mold on the ceiling to get rid of the spores. I have to measure some hoses for the head. And we have to lay some traps down for roaches and mice in case anything gets on board.
Oh, we have to fill that bung. I can do that.
We have one of our tow rail bungs is out and caused a little bit of a leak in the bedroom. We want to get rid of that.
I guess we have to clean the ice machine and then the fridges. That's going to be a big one. So we have this big fridge in here we got to clean, and then our little guy is pretty clean in there, but we're gonna...
I cleaned that one yesterday, but we're gonna load them up.
Yeah, exactly. And then we do have to actually pack. This is like a pile of stuff.
Yeah, I think yesterday was worse than today almost in a certain way though.
I know.
For me at least, I had a lot of outdoor stuff and I was dying of heat. It's so hot and humid when you have to do things physical.
Hearty breakfast to start the day. So fridge is frankly pretty gross. Bill's gonna help with his long arms get down there, and this is still our pile of food that I have yet to get rid of, and we're leaving less than 24 hours.
Not really in the mood. It's been a long 10 days of getting the boat ready or something like that.
So we're lucky in that our boat was designed with a pump over here, and it's connected to the bottom of the fridge, so we can just like suck everything out, which is amazing. The challenging thing is that we're still trying to live and exist on this boat up until the time that we leave, and that's pretty hard. We're planning to make breakfast tomorrow morning before we go, but I guess just try to keep it really clean. Nice long arms, nice long arms. Pretty good.
Yeah, working on setting up another tent on the foredeck, mostly to protect the dinghy, because we want to keep the sun off the hypalon if we can. So I just use our whisker pole. That's what the main support of the tent is, right? So it's coming off the mast and hooked into here. And now I'm just going around with some little bit of lines and trying to secure it. This will also help keep the boat cooler. That will keep the sun off. I can actually feel a difference when I touch the ceiling on the covered areas versus non-covered. Yeah, so this is kind of one of the last things we have to do to get the boat ready.
Yeah. We leave tomorrow, so...
Yeah, it has to be one of the last things we have to do to get ready, otherwise we're in trouble.
With the tarps now set, it feels like we're beginning to turn a corner on the to-do list. We spend the rest of the day knocking off most of the remaining items, finishing the packing and doing some more cleaning, laying out the mouse and bug bait, and vacuum packing clothes and pillows to keep them as dry as possible and prevent mold growth. The caretaker we've hired to check on Calico Skies weekly also comes by, and we run down the to checklist with him.
Perfect. Dehumidify? Yep. I think the flash is E1 when you come up. The boat's gonna have to be in charger only to run the air conditioner, so this is our electrical panel, so we don't need to worry about this. Yep. It's just like, so if it's slipped to on, if we lost dock power, the inverter will take over and run the air conditioner, so it needs to stay on charger only.
The next day, we're racing to finish the last of the to-do list before it's time to leave for our flight.
This is all happening too fast. Suddenly it's 45 minutes till we have to leave.
I believe we're leaving in like 45 minutes. This is where we're at. This is our big bag. And then we're gonna each have a backpack, and then my handbag, and Bill's gonna have the GH as his carry-on. But yeah, we're getting there. So it's about half an hour later, and Bill finished up in the kitchen. Now we have the fridge off, all clean. And to not get this on film, but Brian and Kaza came by and we said goodbye, and it was awful because Nugget started crying. She didn't want to say goodbye, and I just, I can't imagine not seeing them for 3 months. I think I'm more emotional than everybody in this group, besides Nugget. But yeah, honestly, it was kind of a tough goodbye. As you can see, it's a beautiful day outside today on our last day in Bocas del Toro.
Close the seacock for the galley sink.
Seacock number 1.
This one is open for the air conditioner. Engine seacock is closed. I guess I should close the raw water for the head now, which is in here.
This is sea cock number 4, I guess.
That's the raw water, so the head is now off.
The sea cocks are the holes in the boat that let water in. So they all have to have, they have valves that you want to have closed while we're gone.
Yeah, so if a hose ever popped off, the valves are shut.
If a hose ever popped off, we wouldn't want to sink.
I think we should pour some fresh water in here.
Yeah.
So this is to try to get rid of any of those little sea creatures. Oh, huh.
The toilet uses seawater to flush, so it takes in water from outside, and seawater is full of stuff, marine life stuff, and those things live and die
Flush fresh water in here.
in the hoses, and then they smell.
There we go. Just flush this down so it doesn't smell.
So flushing with fresh water should get rid of that stuff. So we have each of our carry-ons, personal items, and big ass bag. Not too bad for 4 months for 2 people.
No.
Sailors pack pretty light. Okay.
I feel like I should reach out to this guy for the water taxi now.
Well, this is it. Bill just went to throw out the garbage, and our boat's gonna be here in 5 minutes. And yeah, it's time to leave. Oh my god, I am so emotional. This is what the boat looks like right now. So we propped everything up to help with dryness. This seat's up, that's up. We're gonna leave this open, actually, to try to get some air in the head. And the next thing we gotta do is get our bags out. Hi.
Hi. Pretty sad, huh?
Yeah.
Weird to leave our home for this long.
I know. I'm very sad.
Yep.
Everything looks pretty good though. We have our spinnaker,
Yep.
our code 0 back there, and then
Got the jib on deck because it has UV cover and it's a stronger material. Kept the hose on in case I want to clean the boat if something goes crazy. Kept the hose out on deck.
so sad.
Well, think about how excited we'll be when we come back.
I know. Doing last minute checks before the boat comes.
Yep. Let's take a look around one more time. Hot this dock. Turn my feet.
Everything looks pretty secure. Is the boat coming right to the dock?
Supposedly, but I was thinking I don't know where he would fit. I guess it's kind of narrow. That's it, huh?
I guess so.
That was a good 4-year season. Kind of crazy.
Good 4-year run, yeah.
Like you talking about seasons, we haven't been off the boat in like 5 years. So
I know.
that's a hell of a season.
It's true.
Europe and back, Caribbean
That's
and
why
back,
it's
Bahamas and back,
so
Maine and back,
sad to get off.
Canada and back.
It's been so long.
Okay. You want to go on the dock and?
Yeah.